a huge shipment of eyes, lips, and face products. This is, I don't know if you can see them. This is like what it is, basically. I got a ton of eyes, lips, and face stuff. I wanted to put together a really affordable makeup kit. So today I'm going to be using some of the products that I bought to try them out. I've not tried most of these things, so if it's terrible, that's okay. We're learning together. So yeah, so let's get started. Okay, so with my beauty blender, I've never been able to figure out exactly how much water is supposed to be in this. So basically just like run it under it really fast and run it back out and then like rub it in my towel so that I can have a little bit of water in it. But I don't even know if that's the right thing. It feels damp. So anyway, we're gonna try this. Okay, so we're gonna go. The makeup clutch, and it opens, the bottom opens too. So this is what the whole thing looks like. There are a bronzer and some blushes, and I don't really know about the blushes yet, and this is supposed to be a highlight. We'll see. These are lip colors and these are eyebrows, and then these are all the eyeshadows. So I'm going to try the eyeshadows. I wanted to get one of these to show you guys because this is a really great way to have pretty much everything you need, minus a few things, just like in one compact thing that you could just say, hey, there's my makeup. So the lip colors look really pretty. We're going to see how the eyebrows work, how the eyebrow shades. The highlight, I don't really think I'm going to like the highlight because it's actually a cream, which I feel like is weird, but we'll see. The shadows seem to be really pigmented, so we're going to work with those today. Okay, so here I'm going to take this lighter shade and I'm going to be putting it all over my lids. Make sure that you are getting good coverage. That's kind of why I keep going back and forth, because some of these e.l.f. products can be a little bit flaky or they don't have tons of pigment. So I'm kind of testing the water since I've never tried these before. Do the other eye. Sorry, I talk a lot when I'm recording. I'm using this flat brush to kind of get more coverage, which is what I'm trying to explain there. Testing some colors on my hand. Okay, so I'm going to take this crease brush. I'm going to take this brown, kind of reddish shade, And I'm putting that directly in the crease. I'm doing like an outer V is what it's called. So down in my liner, and then up and around and underneath my brow bone. Going back and forth in there. Now, you'll notice that I get a little bit of a hole in the color. That's because I'm rubbing so much that it is diffusing some of the color. So you're gonna wanna watch for that. And I'm gonna go back and fix it also. Taking that lighter color again and blending out some of that line that I just created with the crease brush so that it's not too heavy and coming down too far. I want the outer V to be kind of specific. I like to blend towards that outer V, mostly patting. Using this fluffy little blending brush. I think I'm taking a little bit of an orangey color and trying to blend out some of that line again. Some of these blending brushes tend to like drag. So what I'm trying to explain is you want to get one that's fluffy enough where it will kind of just gracefully go across your eyelid instead of dragging the color along. I think it sucks actually. The brush is not performing well. Okay, now I'm going to take this lighter shade, this very lightest shade. I'm trying to pick one that will work. This little pinky whitish shade. And I'm going to go right underneath my eyebrow, on the brow bone. That will help diffuse some of the top of the crease line. It's a tiny little brush, so it kind of actually hurts my eyelid because I keep getting the metal. And now I'm dabbing, using the, oh, I'm going to do the eyebrows now with this eyebrow thing, which is very funky. So this is a cream eyebrow stuff. I'm taking it through. It's actually a little bit dark. But you use this little crease, you use this little brush, sorry, first. And then you take the powder, which looks very strange, and you kind of brush it over it. And then I was just blending it out with my brush. Okay, now we are using an e.l.f. liquid eyeliner or gel eyeliner with a little pencil. I swear since I started filming I cannot do eyeliner on screen. It's so bizarre. So I just keep moving it over and over again and redoing it and messing up. So yeah. I hope it makes everybody feel good that I also struggle with my eyeliner. Apparently a lot. Working that little, trying to do a wing I think. It's just not working. Okay. Trying to figure out a bronzer and a blush. I'm going to use a little tapered blush brush. I do the fishy face. I don't know why. They have a bunch of things on Pinterest that show you how you should do your blush for each face shape. And for some reason, I don't even know if I'm doing it right, but I do the exact same way pretty much all the time. And I'm pretty sure in beauty school I was doing the exact same way on every single person, no matter what shape their face was. Okay, so I'm a little bit nervous about that highlight, which is what I was talking about. So I think I'm going to use this other highlight. Yeah, I can't do it. Huh. Okay, I'm going to use this Ulta highlight actually. And I'll put that in the post too. This little fluffy brush that I got with my Ulta free gift with purchase. And I'm kind of just highlighting underneath my eyes, right on top of the blush line, on both sides. Some highlights really suck. I think this was one of them. I do the Cupid's bow and then on my chin a little bit, on my nose, a little bit on the forehead. So I look a little less flat. Okay, so I'm working on bronzers now. It is super orangey. I'm a little nervous testing it on my hand. I like to test things on my hands a lot because that helps me kind of see how it's gonna look. Sometimes it's accurate, sometimes it's not. I'm gonna rub it in my hairline, on the corners, bronze underneath the blush, on my neck. I always put it on my neck. Helps blend the color down. Not that I like to get foundation that doesn't match, but every once in a while it's slightly off. So a little bit of bronzer helps. And always put your lid back on your gel liners. I've heard they dry out. Now powder with the Fit Me powder, going through again. I pat around my eyes and kind of go up and around. I want to diffuse the lines a little bit, which is what I'm trying to do with the blush as I take it off. Same thing on the other side. Some people do not need to put powder everywhere. I like to set mine everywhere because I tend to have issues with makeup staying on my face. Okay, I'm adding a little bit extra blush. I'm using the other color since I seem to have rubbed off all of my blush when I was doing the powder. Touching up a little bit with the brushes, the powder brush and the beauty blender and the bronzer. Sorry, it's going fast. Little eyelash curler with creepy eyes. My very favorite. The creepy eyes. Okay, this is Mary Kay Ultimate Mascara in black. I've been using this for years and years and I actually really love it. I don't know what it is about it, it just always works perfectly. It doesn't ever seem to be too heavy either. I blink a lot when I do mascara. Touching up a little bit, sorry, with the blender. Oh, I gotta do some lips now. The bottom half of this clutch has some lip colors. I'm gonna use this lip brush. I'm gonna do a couple colors, I think. I always mix colors, so don't be afraid to mix things. Doing a nice little mauve-y color. I think that's called mauve. Dark pinkish, brownish, I don't know. My lips are really big, so it's helpful to use the brush to make sure I get everything. Adding a little bit of the darker purple one. More purple. I really am just putting on so much lip stuff all the time. So I'm always mixing. I think I put a little bit of orange just then. Bring it out a little bit. Perfect. Just looking at everything, trying to see if I'm ready to be done, and I am not. I'm adding a little bit more blush. I'll show you that compact in a second. Not a compact, it's a giant palette, sorry. Adding a little bit more of a lighter pink. It's huge. This is like an 83-piece set or something, and I got it for free with my whole order. It's amazing. Make sure that when you are ready to be done, you have everything perfect. Because I'm going to use a setting spray next, and you want it to be pretty much everything perfect. Otherwise, it's going to get stuck, and then you're kind of just where you are. If you're ever worried, when in doubt, bronzer next. Okay, so I'm gonna use this guy to set. This video is like the longest video of my whole life. You guys aren't seeing like half of it, but to me it's so long. Okay. So this was $10 for all that stuff you saw. So 10 and I think 4 maybe, 6, 3 with this little brush. It came with this guy. So the brush, like 5, 3 I think. I think this is like 5 maybe. You might be able to get any highlighter is going to work. Anything that's going to be more champagne-y and less just like white or funky. This is this is 23 or so, but any foundation will work. I should have used my store-bought one, sorry. This was like $3 also. This was 3. And this actually can be, this is the coolest one. Okay, so this comes like this, and you can dip this in any of your eyeshadows and make it a liner. So that's why I got this, because I was so excited. And if you can remember, it comes with the primer. I think that's everything. The other things I have are just like mascara, eyelash curler, and then brushes. This one is an eyes, lips, and face. They have one just very, very similar to this one. These are the BS small ones that I got for a big set on Amazon for like $18. So, I mean, a really cheap set. I'll link everything down below. Under 30 bucks, I bet, for almost everything in here. You don't need the same foundation. They have foundations, really good ones. Maybelline had the Fit Me foundation that's like $6. So that's another really good one. You don't have to use this. There are so many amazing mascaras out there. So, I mean, I would say like 30, 35 bucks max for a good makeup kit. It's going to be able to give you tons of different variety. What I was most excited about are all of these colors. It's just crazy. There's so many different things. Some pretty metallics. And people who don't have blue eyes can do these cool colors. I feel like I'm kind of limited with some of it because of my blue eyes. But there's so many cool things that you guys can do. So hopefully you guys will be able to find something. Eyes, Lips, and Face always has really great deals. I got this guy for free. With a $25 order. So all of my stuff together was $35 with this and the clutch and everything else I used. So here's this free guy. There's so much. There's a ton, guys. So with everything, you could seriously buy every single thing I did and have almost everything you would even need. So I love Eyes, Lips, and Face. They have it at Old Navy. They have it at Target. They have it online. I prefer to shop online because they have way more stuff and better coupons. So if you guys can find really good deals in store, then great. Otherwise, I prefer the website just because of the coupon codes and all those things. And I use Retail Me Not. I think it might be retailmenot.com, but I have the app. And you just type in Eyes, Lips, and Face, or e.l.f. cosmetics, and it'll pop down a bunch of different coupon codes for all different things. I think there's like 15% off and get a free this and get a free that. So that's just the deal that I got. I think that's a win. You guys can do this. Yeah. Okay, bye guys.